Hey, I've got number 7 in GymBed Explorations Month. We're doing a hamstring stretch laying down on our back. This is an excellent static hold stretch to do without having crazy flexibility requirements. So I'll show you the drill first, and then I've got some interesting points to bring up. Now I'm going to show it to you upside down just so you can see the leg position better. And look, I figured out I could just, 1 second get that thing out of the way. My yoga trapeze. All right. I would do it without the pillow on this one, but we're going to be on our back, knees bent to protect our lower back, and then the hamstring stretch is done on one leg at a time. So you would bring up one knee to the chest, okay? Go ahead and grab the toe, and if you can't, you go ahead and use a strap, okay? But you grab the toe, and keeping this knee to the chest, you then want to work on pulling this foot towards your head. So the closer the foot comes to the head, the more you're going to feel the hamstring stretch. And this stretch goes way on top of the hamstrings on this one, okay? Do the other side. Knee to chest, grab the toe, bend the knee still, and pull towards the head, okay? And this is static, so you do want to hold it for 30 seconds minimum, okay? Now, if you are so flexible that this doesn't get you at all in the hamstring, the next level progression actually would be where you not only extend the leg fully, then the goal is to get that foot towards the head once again, right? Completely pancaked to your fold, okay? Folding your body over. Now, with this method, we could kind of shortcut that flexibility need and still get a great hamstring stretch. So the interesting points that I want to point out that I'll demonstrate, but this has to do also with a little bit of an add-on to that flexibility spiel that I had. I didn't mention in that spiel the classic example of ballerinas. When people think of ballerinas, they think of being ultra flexible, and they are, but they're actually super strong. It's an immense amount of strength that came before or along with that flexibility that all plays together for that look of bodily, or that ability of bodily control, and then that look of gracefulness. So all of it ties into my theory of your sphere of influence, okay, which includes your bodily sphere of influence, which first has to come with not only the strength and mobility and the stability, mobility, strength, stability, flexibility, but your body awareness and connection throughout, which all adds up to body control, which adds up to your awareness of space and time in relation to your body, and then ultimately that represents your sphere of influence. Why would we care? Why does that matter? Well, number one, for your personal being, okay, that sphere of influence partly is simply your presence, okay? What is your physical presence in space, in the atmosphere, amongst people, in the space around you? But the other thing, really, ultimately, is not because we want to be necessarily as strong or as flexible as ballerinas or anything, sort of on the extreme side. Is because ultimately everything in life comes down to people, right? People, relationships, love, family, people. And the more one is aware of their physical presence, the more agency and control we have over our bodily sphere of influence, the more let's just say, use the word collaboration. Okay, the more two bodies can collaborate. Okay, so that is part of a relationship, or a level of relationship that's really kind of beautiful to see. So, if we want to go back to dance as an example, that would be when you have, an actual performance of like two ballerinas, right, together. The way they have to be aware of their own bodily presence and control, and then the way they mesh, and there's timing, and there's the way body parts fit. Okay, so let's just call it collaboration. However what you want to look at it, doesn't necessarily just have to be romantic, but just like, people talk about there's chemistry, or there's, something in common, the common beliefs and whatnot, that ability or that collaboration of two bodies physically, and the way they mesh together in the presence of each other is a huge part or level of enjoyment and capability in life. Okay, so I'm going to give you a small example using this drill as just sort of what it means to be aware of your body in terms of in relation to time and space, just that part. Okay, so if we take this stretch that we did, and I said that if you were to just take it further and extend the leg, then it becomes basically, a leg extension. Now, if we did that standing up, that would be the forward fold, right? So that would just be the forward fold. And of course, the more flexible you are, the more into like this pancake fold position you would get into. Then if you did it laying down, remember, the body shape remains the same, even though you have gone from upright, bending forward. Now we're sitting down and bending forward. Okay, it would ultimately be the same move. It's just that depending on the position and the tools that we're using, and in this case the bed, we're getting different access to different areas, forgiveness in certain areas, right? Ability to take advantage of certain of the give of the bed, things like that. But ultimately, you're really doing or going for the same shape, right? Whether you're doing it standing up on 2 feet, laying down, or sitting down on the 2 legs, or on your back, bringing your leg up. So it's just a very, very simple way of getting used to thinking about your body in terms in relation to time and space. Another really simple example is the push-up, right? So you push up in a plank position. Well, if you take it standing up and do a wall push-up, your body shape or body line is the same. Okay, it's just that you're upright. Okay, that's all for this one.